The specificity of the conflict here is that there's actually not one conflict. There's several conflicts going on. And they all have their local specificities with different actors involved. The project we are running is focusing on capacity strengthening. Last year, for instance, we trained more than 300 persons, 357, in mediation and dialogue facilitation. This is a way for them to have technicalities, techniques on how address conflicts. The first thing we focus on is to make sure that they understand that a conflict can be something positive or can be something negative. It depends on the way they manage it. The conflict has affected them very much because they went through things that a normal human being should not see. That for adults and as well as children. Children have seen young people today, have seen things that are atrocities. So they are very affected. And at the same time, I think they want to be positive. But the fact that the government is not controlling the whole area and that there's no security forces everywhere, maintain them in a state of mind which is dominated by fear. So talking, having this ability to create a space for people to be able to exchange about their perception, their views, their fear, their objective, their expectation towards each other, so that they can also have this empathy and to the capacity to understand what's happening in the other's mind. And from that, once they've emptied their hearts of fear or anger, they can focus on developing an action plan all together, so that they can focus on the future instead of focusing on the past, what has happened. Now it's about what are we doing so that our situation improves, so that we stop fighting. It's a small story. When I went to a small center where they are working with children, they had these small activities where children had to give a definition of peace. And one child said that peace is when the chicken can sing. So that means that when there's no conflict, open conflicts, and so when even the chicken can freely go around and go to the activity. For me, peace is when the states, when everyone can experience democracy and their freedom. When you can freely do anything you want, as long as you respect each other.